record. Okay. So initially we'll create a user and assign the responsibility what we want to work. Go to, you can view, right? System administrator OR. Administration you can create, administrator. Go to security user define. So I am creating a new user, SR user, password, welcome 2 times. So here, what are the modules I needed? For general ledger, I am adding. Okay. So for demo purpose, we are using only Vision Operation USA. Okay. And I am adding purchasing module, which is SCM. Okay. And I am also adding system administrator. So whenever you can go and change it. So this is the first step in system administrator. Normally this control will be in DBA, only the access and creating responsibility, function, menu. See why this is used for. Why function, menu, you can see they can restrict. Suppose there are end user. One invoice will create only invoices, one user only create receipts. So this user can be given only invoicing like that. Okay. So this cap is switch responsibility. I'm changing to general ledger. So any module you have in Oracle, you have to go to GL first to create the basic key flex field and everything. Okay. So this only routes to all. Everywhere you create the accounting entry falls into general ledger. Okay. Okay. So first when we go for implementation, everybody can hear, right? All three.
Yes.
Yes, clear, right?
Yes.
Also okay. Okay. Any doubt, you start me and ask. We'll start from first the basic overview. Okay. So first I'm going there for implementation. Okay. Even Excel. You will know. I'll open an Excel and share. I think you can see the Excel. So when you go for, so what are the type of process you have when as a consultant, when you join as an Oracle consultant for any module, so what are the responsibilities you have first? Okay. Okay, there is a new system. Client is saying there is a new system. You want to implement new implementation for a new company or old company which doesn't have any ERP. Maybe they are maintaining new implementation, fresh company implementation. There is no opening balance. Just on 1st October or 2nd October, they are joining the business, or they are going to start in 2022. So they will say in 3 months, implement me. What is fresh implementation? Fresh book of accounts. You can trust. So in that implementation, other option is implementation existing books of accounts. You have already running, but you are having some other ERP called Sage or Tally or whatever it is. Okay. Tally, etc. whatever they are having other ERP, except Oracle and SAP, all are very minor ERP only. You don't have enough control because of in Oracle and SAP you have more controls. That is what they are choosing it. Okay, I'll tell in the line with the live example how we are doing it so that it will be used for interview, etc. So this is implementation for existing book. So what we have to do? You have to transfer the old balances. Suppose same. What is the difference? Okay. For a new implementation, what you will do? It should be a running business or existing ERP. Okay. Any other ERP. So here, transfer the old balance in new system. It is not applicable because it is new. So assume our implementation is going to start on 1/1/2022. So we have 3 months. Okay. So you want to transfer the old balance sheet item, P&L or whatever? No. Okay. So here, yes. So whatever we have to transfer here. Okay. Right. So here it is a fresh book. Books of accounts. Here we have to migrate old balances. For this, we have to plan a cutover strategy. They will. Why? What is cutover strategies? I am going live on this date. Go live date. They call go live. Any ERP, any software, you know. So go live date is same. Old or this one. Okay. What happens? Here, cutover strategy. What is cutover strategy? I am going live on 1st January 2022, 3 months there. So cutover strategy means for existing balance, I cannot go directly live. I have to load the old balance, correct? What is cutover strategy? I have to load old balance. From balance sheet is easy because it is a carry forward balance. Anyway, asset and liability you can bet. So Indian accounting year is April to March. I am going to implement in January. So also P&L profit loss accounts, we have to brought forward the balance up to December end. Up to December end. Okay. Here are not needed. Here we have to bring, if at all we are in April to March. Suppose you are implementing for US. Okay. USA. At that time, their calendar year is Jan to December. At that time, P&L account migration not needed because accounting year is over. Only the balance has to be done. Only P&L balances. Here, not even P&L balance. It will go to profit or loss. Only the net account you need. Other, you already know the okay. Other balance sheet account only. Okay. So here, if you see, even the implementer, this is the many differences between fresh implementation and running business. Mostly you will get second option. Fresh implementation is a cakewalk, very easy. Here you have to understand the existing business, how they are doing business there, and we are going here. Okay. Okay. You have to bring the profit loss, net earnings. Set earnings, they call retained earnings, whatever. You have to bring it. Okay. It is based on the calendar you are bringing or whatever it is. Okay. Suppose it is a fresh implementation. Okay. Next is they call second option is upgradation. Now we are in the market is R12 is popular. We are in R12. Okay. Release 12. Suppose your client is in R11. So we are upgrading from R11 they call to release 12. This process is called upgrade. They say upgrade project. All the opening balance, that everything you have to bring the existing supplier. This is a big process for this. No, we'll see later. Second is a consultant is doing upgrade. So here also consultant work is you have to test from end to end. DBA, there is Oracle DBA will apply the patch. Easily it will come as R12, but you have to see all the flows, all P2P, O2C, or all the flows are working in R12 as R level as the previous one. So here your process is testing and telling them that is the work. Third is enhancement. Enhancement. Suppose your business, they want to enhance some, they have to add some company. Suppose you are in 10 company, they have to add some company, or they have to close 2 company, or they have to design differently, which is applicable in Oracle. Mostly Oracle, once you design the chart of account, they call, we cannot do it. We cannot change it. So whatever they want to changes or they want to implement some report, that is enhancement. Enhancing to the, this also consultant will do enhancement process. Then support is normal, Oracle support. Support is existing process you are supporting for any issues. Your end user will tell this payment is not working, that is not working. How you can see is, you know how it has been set up from that. Okay. Suppose you don't know who is implemented, what is implemented, how will you support? Each implementation is different. Okay. So that's what there are some documents that we'll see later. They call AIM methodology, application implementation methodology. Now they change the methodology, even though process is same. So they are having each step one document. For as a study, you go to a business, first time you study the existing business, whatever they have, how the flow is, that is called ASIS methodology. For that they capture called business process 40, the document name may be. Okay. So as a consultant, you will make a document called 2B. For any module, you have to make this. It's a common for BPAT. So these are all the document. If you can read, you will understand how the system is designed, how they done. Based on that, you can do easily the support. Okay. Okay. As is 2B. Okay. See, if you do in Tally, somebody giving amount, they are telling without the supplier created, you can receive a payment. But in Oracle, you have to create a supplier either in purchasing module SCM, or if it is a manufacturing company, purchasing team will create the supplier. If it is a service-based company, you don't need SCM module, only finance module. Okay. At that time, you create in AP. So the system will change accordingly. Okay. Process will change. Okay. 2B. Okay. So what I said, in Tally directly you can make a payment, but in Oracle without an invoice you cannot make any payment. Only you can make there also supplier needed. Without making a supplier and invoice, it cannot be done. So this is a gap. Gap analysis, next system. Gap analysis is the main thing. The difference between the old system and the new system. Okay. Old system, whatever, mainly South America and all you go, they will have a system called Sage. It is our Tally. Africa also, many agency, many country, they are having Sage. So difference between the old system and Oracle, something Oracle will not, they will say Oracle is very costly, but it is not giving simple thing, but these are all controls. See, if you create direct payment without a supplier, at future you don't know whom you are paying, correct? You don't have control. So if you create a supplier, you make an invoice only, it will be properly go. That they will understand later. Gap analysis, you will capture what is the difference between the. For fitting gap analysis, you do a workaround. You cannot fit directly. You do workaround process. Suppose I cannot do. Suppose they say urgently I want to do. Suppose what the client is giving a scenario. See, they are not big supplier. My for office they are purchasing sugar. They are purchasing this biscuit for client. That this is small. For everything I want to create supplier. There I will give a option miscellaneous supplier. Okay. So I'll create a common category called miscellaneous supplier for minimum amounts you create and make the supplier in the description. Because anyway bill is there. That is the workaround we are giving. Okay. That is called workaround. Many workaround they will put. Okay. If nothing can be done, you have to go for customization. What is customization? Technical team you have to depend. Okay, right. For technical team, you directly they need a document to create DTE40. You have to take the screenshot of the screen. Here I want additional. So now the same example I am giving in. Okay. Same TE40, same example. What I am giving this example. TE40 I am telling miscellaneous supplier I want. So technical team, what I can do is when I create an invoice, create one option to add the supplier name in the invoice itself. So they will add an icon. That icon you can type the supplier name. That is called technical involvement. They will create a document called TE80. So everything is documented. Once you see all the document, you can understand what all they done. So based on this, support team will work. So there are a lot of flows to be followed. Okay, right. So these are the process. We'll see 4 type enhancement support. These are all we'll see in the real work scenario what we do. Here you will complete it. You will do T50. And once again, the gap you have to do CRP. What is CRP? Is conference room piloting. So people said no. The managers or AP manager or AR manager, they are not satisfied with your solution. After this technique, customization and workaround configuration in the test instance, you will show them. What you show them? You will show them, this is what we have done for you. See, it will go CRP1, CRP2. That's why implementation will go for very long. CRP1, CRP2, etc. So once they confirmed sign off, they have to sign off. Yes, I got what I want. We have to get a sign off. Then we proceed for UAT, user acceptance test. We have to train end user who is creating invoice. This all will happen step by step. Then as a document, we create business requirement and it is a setup document. All the setups in Oracle, what you are doing, setups in the implementation, we will capture here. Based on the document, you do test instance twice or third and see it is successful because you are going to put in the production. Mostly production you will put in the weekend so that business will not run or something like that. So business will not be affected. Okay. Then comes go live date. Then support. So there will be mandatory support for 1 to 3 months based on agreement. Average 3 months. The implementation team will support. This is different. Normal, not support team. Then support team will take over. Implementation team itself will support because they only implemented. Initially, you will have more issues. Okay. So you understand? Anybody have any doubt in this? This is very basic. Anything, any step you have doubt? The normal process we do. Everybody's there. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. So now I told the old is 11i. Most of the USA country and Middle East, they are still having 11i. R12. The next is Fusion. Okay. The cloud. But finance functionality is almost the same. Only you will have 1 or 2% changes. Okay. Why R12 has come? R12 is more popular because it's come over 13 to 14 years. It is surveying in the market and competing over other ERPs. Why? Because see R12, 11A we have 3 C's. Here we add one more C. I'll explain what is that. There we called set of books. Here we call ledger. Okay, I'll take an example. I'll take an example of Tata Groups. How they will plan for implementation. We'll see. So Tata Groups. So I'll take company. See, they are having Tata is having software business. Education. Manufacturing. Okay. They are having many things. They are now into airlines also. They will be added. So company description. You can put business also based on you. It is purely based on the consultant's idea only, how they design. Okay. So I want company. So any company won't run with the department or cost center. So I make a department. Okay. So I am telling I want description. So I think the company will have more department. So I'll have up to 999. So I'm having sales department, purchase, HR, like that. See, normally in the department they will have department for manufacturing, different sales department for software department. So you will have so much of department. Because they are running very huge business, right? Mandatorily they will have the account description. Okay. So what are the normal account you will have? You will have expense account, type of account, revenue, you have liability, you have assets, and they have retained earning. What is retained earning? Transfer of profit to this account. So 5 type of account we have. Mandatory, it is a type. So every time I'll keep expenses. Maybe I'll give expenses 1001 to 1999 is my expense. 2001 to 2999, whatever expense, as per revenue, it will come here. Like that, we divide. Normally, we'll do like scenario. Maybe you can change the number. 5001 to 5. So on now. Okay. So basically, what I create is called segment. This is what we are going to create now. Company, department, segment. So these are all in Oracle called, what are the major, I am categorizing a business, they call segments. So whatever I given the description is called segment. Okay. Segment. So these are all segments. Segment number 1, company. Company and account is mandatory segment. Minimum is 2 segment. Maximum is 30. These are all optional segment. So whatever I given description, these are all segment. Okay. Okay. So what is this? You cannot type each time the company name very big, no? That's why we have this code. Oh, I given wrongly. So this green color is called value set. Okay, I'll write here. Value set. Only GL will have this, otherwise normal business scenarios only. Okay. So these are all value sets. Okay. So first I will create a segment, company description, department, account. Then I create value set called this company value set, department value set for putting values. So what is this and all called? These are all values. Values. Once these are all joined only, you can create a ledger. First I create segment, then I create value set, third I create value. Only this thing will create. You understand clearly? Any doubt in this? So minimum segment, how much I said? 2. What are the minimum segments? Maximum 30. I seen very big companies have 7 or 8. More and more you will go complicated. Okay. So these are all we'll see. Okay. So what we see in 11A and R12, in 11A 4C, chart of account is 1C. This is chart of account. We have calendar, currency. So 3C, chart of account, what we see in the example. So in R12, you are having accounting convention or SLA, subledger accounting. That is the 4th C, accounting it will take. So it will have the method of accounting like accrual method, cash method, etc. Okay. Okay. And one more theory we'll see, multi-organization structure. Why we taken multi-org structure? We take an example of Tata Group. So Tata Groups work throughout the world. Okay. First, where I have to create Tata Groups. Where I have to create in business group. First step, we'll create a business group that will be created in HRMS module, Oracle HRMS. Okay. Then I will create ledger. What I've seen now, the 4C. Ledgers will be Tata branches, business, everything. Etc. Everything will be coming here. Next, the step is legal entity. So these are all will give in GL, finance module. Operating unit, here only we will work. We can create in GL or HRMS. Then comes inventory organization. So everything has to link, then only you can create. Inventory or come from purchasing module in HCM. There comes stock locator, SCM module. So why creating one business, you need this much setups, a combination of all. So one business chairman want to see where the stock is located also, you can see which building, which floor. That is how ERP function. Okay, right. Let's show you in the system. Any doubt in the theory for anybody? can see Oracle screen. Everybody can see Oracle screen. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So first setup we are starting with here. So once you have to create 4C, I'll query and show what is C. Set up financial flex field key segment. What is segment, which is mandatory for a? I have to give F11 to query and see what is in the F11 key, what is in the system. So I'm giving general ledger. See, I can give purchasing, I can give HRMS, payroll, see, in payroll, how the business country wise they will create. In payroll, how many type of flex field they are? What is flex field? The chart of account they call flex field. Okay, combination of segment is called flex field. Okay, right. So here you will create that all segment. Here already I created mine. You can see sir percentage. Whenever you create, put your initial first. So whatever create, it will create. If you want to create a new sex field, you can create here. SR chart of account or flex field. Okay. I have to create here one. Sir company. So this is the first segment, right? So I have to tell the system this is the first segment. So I created a segment. Next, what I told, I have to create a value set. Here is the value set. Just copy the same name. Okay. Okay. In company, I given 0102.